And that's what I've been doing. He asked me to hand him a medallion tonight, and I said yes. The long answer is hell yeah. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I had no idea, brother. You know, when I got out of prison in 2004, after 10 years, my sponsor said go to a meeting the first day out. I was in Idaho. I got released from the federal prison, and I just looked in the phone book for an AA meeting, and there wasn't one. But there was an NA meeting, and I thought, close enough. I just got to do something. And I remember I got to that meeting, and I was scared to death, and I said, this is my first day out. I just got out. And some guy stood up and he said, he went into his wallet and he pulled out his old prison ID. And I still had mine. That was the only ID I had. And then other guys started standing up in the room and started pulling out their IDs too. And he said, we're not proud of it, but we keep them to remember. Probably 15 years later, I went back to Idaho to see some old brothers that I was prison, that we were in prison together, and that I got sober together. And how many people do that? Go back, and meet your old brothers that you were in prison with. And I went to a meeting, and I told that story, and that dude stood back up. He said, I remember you. And so, Tim, that was what it was like with you. When I first saw you speak about, 10 years ago or something like that, you came to my home group over in St. Paul. I'll remember the fact that if you're ever in the area on Wednesday nights, we laughed a lot and cried a little. It was a good meeting. And you spoke, and we didn't really see each other again periodically, but I knew there was something, and I have no idea what that is, what it is that God has in store. But I do know that, the best years of our lives are still ahead. And it's hard to see that sometimes now when we're getting old. It's like there's more behind us than in front of us, it feels like. But I do believe that the best is still ahead. And I'm so grateful that you're in my life, that I've gotten a chance to be back in your life. And I'll just end with saying to you two things. I love you, brother. Thank you for that. And a woman told me one time, she had just watched me. She had no idea that I was an alcoholic, but she was in recovery as well, and she must have known. But she said, Jake, no eye has seen, nor ear has heard, nor mind has conceived the wonders your Lord has in store for you. Somebody just come on.
I'm Paul, alcoholic. I tend to be really loud, so I'll try not to be some. I also tend to ramble, so I'm trying to be concise. ADHD is a blessing, right? Everything's a blessing. I don't know. I can only say this. In 1990, I walked up those same stairs in April, and so I was here for a little while before Tim showed up. But I had a law enforcement background. Well, so did Tim, but ours were different paths. I was a cop, he was not. And yet, we turned out, 29 years later, we're best pals. So much so that 2 years later, he was in my wedding, in the wedding party. And all my kids know Mr. Tim. And I would trust him implicitly with my family. I would then, I would now. So, I just want to say, there's one word though, and I say this, I said this at his 60th birthday, every time I give him a pin or a medallion, genuine. Tim is the real deal. He is as authentic as there is, which is saying a lot for alcoholics, because our job was always to deceive, put the best face forward, or at least to hide the crap. He doesn't do that. What you see is what you get. And there's no Superman here. He is not Clark Kent. He is Superman all the time, or Clark Kent all the time, whichever one. But what you see is what you get. He has always been like that, and that has not changed in 29 years.
My name is Debbie, and I'm an alcoholic and addict. And many years ago, I met Timothy on a Friday night, and I got to know his story. Each of us has a story. Think about someone that you don't like. That's your shadow. Embrace it. Think about someone you love. Embrace it. Work the steps. Show up. Suit up. Timothy had a purpose. We all have childhoods that might have been crappy. You have to build on that life. You have to find people who will support you, who will teach you how to trust and love. And Mary Jo, bless her heart. She was amazing. If you ever got to sit across the chair from her or table, she embraced that light. And the more 24 hours that you get, the more decades that you get, it's harder sometimes to stay sober. But you have to reach into the authentic self, your true self, the divine that lives with each of us. You have blessed my life over and over. Our paths come in and out. I am so blessed to have 24 hours with you. I love you and thank you.
I'm Sherry, I'm an alcoholic. Sherry. I met Timothy when I first got sober in 2006 at the Friday night Maplewood Club. But he always, every Friday night meeting made such an impact on me with how he talks about love and forgiveness. And those were things I desperately needed to learn because I didn't know how to love myself and I didn't know how to forgive myself. But Timothy had a great impact in teaching me. He's been a wonderful friend, a wonderful teacher, and mentor. And he gives his love freely and openly. And I truly feel blessed to be part of his life and him being a part of mine. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Annabelle. I'm from Alabama. Holding this medal, it seems like it should be a lot heavier. Yeah, I know, it's just, it's kind of light. And wow, 29 years. When I was last here, 25-year medallion was from here. And I remember I calculated the number of days that was. So this time, the number of days to 29 years is, and then a few, because today is today, is about 10,615, something like that. That's that many days. That many days, one day at a time. And wow, that's so big, that's so incredible. It's something to, I just celebrate that. I celebrate you. I celebrate all of you for being here and sharing this moment and what this means. And that's all. I love you.
Hi, I'm Gene. I'm a drunk and a drug addict. Tim and I go back a few years. I remember I met Timothy on Tuesday in May. I think it was 2001. Maybe it was 2002, but I'm pretty sure it was 2001. I quit going to meetings for a while and didn't drink, but my life pretty much fell apart. I've lost everything that meant anything to me. sat in a meeting, I was throwing my heart out there. Tim handed me this little green card. And on this card, the 3rd step in the 7-step prayer. Carried this card with me since 2001. It never leaves my wallet. I pull it out when things are rough. And Tim and I both have dealt with a few hardships. We've dealt with cancer together. I used to give him rides every day, or every Friday, with treatments, until I found out I had cancer. And I couldn't do it anymore. So the difference between him and I is his cancer, they burned it out. Mine, they cut it out. So, but Tim really helped me get my life back together in that way. And I've never, ever forgot what he did for me. Yeah. I love you, brother.
Come back then.
Is there anybody else that would like to give Tim a medallion? Sorry, man.
I would like to give, it's all good, man. Yeah, I had the same thought as you. I hope people will be patient with us. I'd like to give Gene a 37-year medallion. Wow. And like Paul always says that he only drank on days that ended with a Y. So, is that it? Okay. So, anyway. And my whole family suffers from ADD, all different dads, so not that has anything to do with giving Gene a medallion, but he puts up with me, and yeah, he gave me rides when I had cancer to the hospital, and I really didn't know I was going to live or die, but I did know that I was loved, and this guy would show up. And there's a few people that gave me rides, but I'll never forget this guy, and he when you have a big heart, it doesn't matter how big your body is, but his heart matches his body. Look at the size of this guy. Now look at him through your heart, and you'll know it. That's how we look at each other when we feel our hearts. Thank you for everything that you've given me, and I'm glad that God put you in my life, and I hope that God put me in your life, and it's all here for the right reason. Congratulations on 37 years.
Hi, back.